group of children this morning. It's good to see you. I want to start off by reading a verse in the Bible. And Vaughn, tell me what this Bible is.
It's 100%
It's
true.
100% true. We can find the answer of anything that we need to find in this book right here. I'm going to read out of 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said to Samuel, do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not look at the things that man looks at. Man looks at the outward appearance, but man looks at the heart. You know, we see a lot on TV of movie stars and sports figures, and they look really good on the outside, don't they? But we really don't have any idea what they look like on the inside, do we? They may be really, really cool on the outside. Who knows who this is right here?
Justin Bieber.
He's a really cool looking guy. I wish I was as handsome as Justin Bieber.
No, he went to jail.
You're right. Justin Bieber looks really good on the outside, doesn't he? All right. To a lot of people, Justin Bieber looks really good on the outside, but we found out in the last few months what's really inside of Justin Bieber. And it's really not good, is it? I have another guy I want you to look at. Some of you won't remember him. You especially won't. Back in the 1970s, this was a young guy. He had a really good smile, doesn't he? He's got pretty hair, and he was really friendly. But this handsome young man with this great smile, his name was Ted Bundy. Some of the older people in the audience will know who Ted Bundy was. He had a great smile, and people trusted him. And he had a charm that he could charm, especially ladies. And they just loved Ted Bundy because of his smile and his good look. Ted Bundy went on to do some things that were very, very bad to these young ladies. While he may have looked nice on the outside, he was a very bad person on the inside. I went to the grocery store this week. How many of you like apples? I love apples. I love apples. I picked this one out for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's very, very shiny. In fact, I can almost see my reflection in it. And red is my favorite color. And so I thought I'd bring an apple this morning because I know as good as this apple looks on the outside, it's got to be very, very good on the inside. It's got to be very good. Go sit down. So I'm gonna cut us a piece. I'm gonna cut us a piece and see if you would like to have a piece. Oh goodness, I don't think this apple is as good on the inside. I tell you, I'm going to take this apple back because I was convinced that this apple was going to be very, very good on the inside.
Ew.
But it wasn't. It's not, is it?
What's the words in it? That is disgusting. Yeah.
Well, it still looks good on the outside, doesn't it?
Yeah, but don't look as good.
It doesn't.
There's dirt in
Well,
that.
I tell you, I've got another apple here.
Don't pick it out.
How many of you like chocolate covered apple?
Ooh, yum.
Okay, well, since y'all don't like worms, I'm gonna cut this open. Let's see what. Oh no.
What? Onion. Onions! I love onions. That's an onion.
Now, I got to do something with my worms right quick. Excuse me just a minute while I put my worms up.
Disgusting worms. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Okay. So, what we thought really looked good on the inside, or the outside, wound up not being very good, did it?
But it's chocolate.
Okay. Now, we've looked at a couple of apples. Now I want to bring this to a real life situation. What would you do? We all look at people on the outside, and that's how we make our opinion sometimes, isn't it? Suppose somebody came to our church and they didn't look like you. What would you say? Would you judge that person by what they look like? Would you judge it? Well, good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
We're glad to have you this morning. Won't you come stand by me just a minute? You know, you don't look exactly like we do. Do you? You don't look like we do. But what I want to ask you, I'm not really concerned about what you look like on the outside. I want to know what you got on the inside. Do you know who Jesus is? Who is he?
He was a man that died for us.
That's exactly right. Do you have Jesus in your heart?
Yes.
And you understand that he died for you? And that one of these days, if you ask Jesus to come into your heart, you know where you're going to go? You're going to go to heaven. You know, you don't look real good from the outside. And I think what you got is on the inside. Why don't you take off them outside and let's see what you look like? You can keep it on. The point of this lesson is, and I've done it, and you have, we judge people by the way they look on the outside. When Jesus was here and walked on this earth, he looked like any ordinary man. But he was different by what he had on the inside. He was God's son. But soldiers took him and put him on a cross. He looked like all the other thieves. But yet he looked down and he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. So here's my question to you, and here's my question to you. Do you want to be known by what you look like on the outside? Or do you want to be known by what you have on the inside?
Inside.
And I pray it's what we want on the inside. So next time you see someone come up and they look like Christian does, don't judge him by what's on the inside. He may be like this apple. And there are people like that. So I thank you for listening, and remember, we're not supposed to judge, are we? God doesn't do it. God is not worried about what's going on the outside. When you see movie stars and you see people all dressed up, what you have to ask, I wonder what their heart looks like. Do they know who Jesus is? Because knowing who Jesus is all that matters. Brother Mike, thank you, kids.